Welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about error handling in Transact SQL. No matter what programming language you are working with, there's always a possibility of errors, and in SQL Server you have several ways to detect and handle them. Let's start with a very basic one. Again, use your Management Studio and you can do the following with me. Click on New Query and let's use something called add error. So this is function which will be able to catch your error. So let's do the little bit of demonstration. Let's declare our variable called, let's say, error number, which is int, and let's cause some kind of error. Let's very easy one. Let's say 1 divided by 0. As you know, 1 divided by 0 will cause an error because it is not possible. And after that, let's set our error number to equal our add error, which is function, which will be able to catch an error which will happen here. Now let's do following and let's write if statement, and if my error number will be greater than 0, by default this error is 0, will be greater than 0, I want to print error has occurred, and also I want to, let's say, add something. Let's use concatenation and let's write error has occurred, and let's write again our error number. Also, let's once again print our function. As I said, this error function by default will return 0, and let's write end. Now let's execute this code, and this is our output. As you can see, some kind of error happened. My message is 8134, but this is message for our Management Studio, and by this function, as you can see, I logged this message, this 8134, that some kind of error has happened by printing this error number. And as you can see below, it is written 0. So this add error resets after each statement. So if you do not capture it right after the line that might cause the error, you will lose it. So this caused an error and I captured this error right after it. And when I use this error function after the statements which hasn't caused any kind of error, it set 0. So using this error is very useful and sometimes also very easy to catch some kind of error if you are thinking that your code may cause some kind of error. So this is very useful for logging your information. Another way to catch an error is by using Goto statement. Basically, you are doing the same thing using this add error, but let's learn how to use Goto since we are talking about this. We have declared this error number. Let's once again use this error number, and now let's print start. After printing start, let's use again 1 division by 0, which will cause an error. Again, let's set our error number to equal this add error, and instead of writing this kind of if statement, let's try and write different one where we will be using Goto statement. Let's say if my error number is greater than 0, which will be greater than 0 because this will cause an error, I want to write something like this: go to print, let's say print info, something like this. And after that, I want to print no error and use this Goto statement here. And here let's write print error. Let's use again concat error and also include our error number, which we set it. So, and now let's copy paste this one here and let's run this code. As you can see, it wrote start, right? After that, the division happened, which caused an error. After this error, I immediately caught this error by using this @error function. But as you can see, it skipped the part where it should have printed no error, because it went to print info here and it printed my concatenation like error and error number. So if like I haven't written this Goto statement, it would like print no error. So let's delete, or like let's comment this part and let's execute like this. And as you can see, it printed start, it printed that there is a no error, and also it printed error 0. Error 0 means that there is no error, because 0 is default value, which will be like written when there is no error by using this error function. Next one that I want to discuss, and most like robust and readable way to handle errors in Transact SQL, is by using try-catch block. This try-catch block is like used in like lot of programming languages, and if you have like some idea, this will be very easy for you to understand. Let's again write some kind of example, and let's write this code like begin try. In this begin try, let's again use this example 1 division by 0. It is very easy to use. And let's say end try. Let's correct it. And try. Now let's write begin catch. Begin catch. I want to like print here something. Let's print that I am inside of like begin catch block. Let's say inside begin catch block. And after that, I want to print some kind of values. I want to print, for example, error number. Also, I want to print error message. This try-catch block allows you to use different functions like this, like error message. And now let's end our catch. End catch. And here write print that you are outside of catch block. And let's print again something like, let's say error number. Again, let's say error number. Now once again, let's execute this code. And this is our output. So this code is like for me much cleaner. The try block contains the risky code. So this is a risky code, 1 division by 0, right? It will cause some kind of error. If an error has happened, SQL Server will jump straight to the catch block, and inside catch block we can print a message, the error number and the actual error message, much more informative than this, like this @error which we were using. As you can see, it wrote that divide by 0 error encountered, right? It also included my error number, but also included the text what has actually happened. As you saw previously, it was only writing this error number 8134. But now when we are using try catch, we can actually write what really happened. Or you can Google this code and you will have this idea what happened in your code. After the catch block, the script continues running and we print like outside the catch block to show the flow. Notice that like this error number function and error message function are only valid inside the catch block. Outside of it, they return null values. So as you can see, after this, it hasn't returned anything, because without like using this in a catch block, it will not return anything. So this is it like for error handling in Transact SQL, and let's do a little bit of recap. We learned how to use this error, we learned how to use Goto, and we learned how to use try-catch, which is like most modern and reliable approach to catch your errors if you think that there can be an error when this code executes. This is it for this video. If you found this helpful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more SQL tips. Thanks for watching again, and I will see you in the next one.